You know what time it is? It's time to get sauced up with another prison school reaction. And I'm joined with Bree again.
Hello.
Last time on prison school, my man got caught.
Yep.
He was about to get expelled.
Yeah, and then the girl came and rescued him. It was like,
yes.
If you force him out, I'm leaving too.
Yeah.
It's very dramatic.
It was very dramatic. And she felt some kind of way, I guess.
Good on her.
Yeah.
Like, she screwed up.
Yeah.
And she was redeeming herself.
Yeah. So I thought that's pretty cool. Now there's some kind of plan that the president has. Excuse me, some kind of DTO. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming it's going to be ridiculous.
Yep. An operation to get the boys kicked out for good.
Yeah, something. So I think it's going to be some kind of setup.
And then we've got his friends who are like making him an outcast completely. They're just not about what he did.
Yep.
And then his best friend is now torn between him and being cool and being a part of the group. It's such a high school.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that's real life.
Yeah. Like
the scenario's not, but like the friendship circle thing, that's real life. Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what the plan is because I think it's going to be some kind of bait scenario.
Yeah.
I think they're going to bait them into making boy decisions and it's going to get them kicked out of school is what I think.
Yeah.
But if you guys want to catch this uncut and early, make sure you guys check out the Patreon. And if you guys want to join us on the rest of the series with Prison School, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. And Sasuke is here. If you guys don't know what that is the merch for the channel. Make sure you guys check the link in the description box. Make sure you guys get that before it is no longer available. Other than that, you ready to go?
Let's do it.
Let's get it.
会規約によれば3回の脱獄で退学。だよね。彼らとて3度も脱獄をするようなバカでは回したらいくら理事長でもかばいきれないってことか。そう。それが男子退学オペレーション。
Dog transferal What? Why does she get sweaty thighs?
時のあれこれ言う前に迅速な対応をなさ。らない。会長。オペレーションと作戦が被ってますよ。さすが花ね。さすがです会長。私ごときで呼ばなかったことをさらりとやっての。なるほど。それは好都合かもしれませんね。
Yeah. So I think it's gonna be some seduction type shit. Either they're gonna seduce one of them to.
That shot though, was that necessary?
In this show, yes.
Muchas gracias.
In this show, it's like, all right, let's show the mooch, let's show the sweaty.
She was drip drip.
Huh?
She was drip drip.
Yeah. Yep. Nah, bruh. Nah. Of course. Told you gonna turn into some kind of snitch or some shit. You an informant? Yeah, shit on your face still. Nah, not the crying while he's running. Not the windy. Not the windy day. Nah.
通り情報を持ってきたか。
そうっすね。みんな少し苛立ってきてるかな。
Bruh, he really an informant out here.
Yeah.
She's really over here seducing him.
With food though, not even like.
No, but it's like little dates. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey,
dates.
we can have a little, we can have some
eat
food.
together.
You can look at me. See what I'm saying? That's some fuck shit. You a snitch, asshole.
から奴らの情報を持ってこいと言ったが。
こと殺すっつって大変でしたよ。
ほう、そこまでありよ。
Nah.
問題ない。よし、食っていいぞ。はい。慎吾は目論見通り、我々の犬とな
Yep, coming our snitch.
指導を厳しくしたからあいつら全員ストレス溜まってきてるよね。
おうみんな、外で鬼ごっこやろうぜ。いいね。鬼誰がいる？行こうぜ。
Nah. Nah. Cheesy ass.
ジョー、何やってんだよ。はい。
呼び出して時間を稼ぐ。
What?
でもなんだか。
お前は言われた通りにすればいい。
Oh, chill.
まだ散歩の途中なんだよ。すぐ終わるからさ。
He's like, hold on, player.
ジョー君、アリがカラスに襲われてるよ。
Nah.
クソカラス。
止まれ。
Nah.
する気だとは許さん。
Nah.
ならん。
どけよ。
Not grab her by the fucking titties and throw her. Oh, chill.
とりあえずこの男を懲罰部に。はい。
カラスのせいだ。
Oh, not the shank. Oof. Boy.
会長。
Oh, he got stabbed. He got stabbed. How? How did it get stuck in his ass? How? He jumped this way. How did it get stuck in his ass? What is going on right now? How?
すみません。
何を言う。軽く刺さった程度でそんな大量の出血はない。
My hemorrhoids.
会長、私清を保健室に連れて行きます
ガクトに連れてってもらいます。
させるわけないでしょ。そうしてください。
はーい。ほら、さっさと行くわよ。
対する殺虫剤として利用するのです。
Shut up.
アリ好きという割にそんなことも知らなかったのか。
All of a sudden, she an ant specialist? Fucking what?
She's a crow specialist.
Is she though?
Well, are they even real crows? They're
I
like
don't-
robots.
You think they're robots?
私のカラスは
終わった
Nah.
あ、さっさとしてよ。
The hell was that?
やっぱそのままでいいわ。
They wee in
どうせ
it.
脱ぐ時間よ。
Nah, bruh. What is your deal? Why she wants to pee so much?
一つずつやり返してあげるわ。写メ撮ってあげるから。表情が
なあ
よ。ほら、笑顔でピースしながらおしっこしなさいよ。
Nah, what?
私が先にぶっかけてやる。
What?
私が味わった屈辱を。
マジでやる気かこの人。
こっ
What?
ち見るんじゃないわよ。
失礼します。どうかされましたか。おとりにならないんですか。
Nah, not the Amazon package.
What's? I don't get it. What? What?
He had a box behind him from Amazon, right? So I think he got like
A
a
toy or
pocket pussy
something.
or something.
Oh my god! A pocket pussy?
Yeah, they're like fleshlights.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
いないの。
かる。あと、もろ。
Nah,
てない。この距離はまずい。いろいろまずい。千代ちゃん早く行ってくれ。
でんだけど。
nah.
どんどん大きくなってるんだ
Ah.
けど。もう治療終わっちゃったのかな。
わざとじゃないです。僕の意思とは無関係なものが勝手な行動して。
Nah. What? Yo, what just happened? It's like she busted one low key. She was like, yep.
今年は
Yo, this shit is great. He's like, look, I gotta get one of these. I've been looking on the internet. Oh,
するな。それはただのマウス。
it's just a mouse
そう
pad.
です。
手首を痛めた。
失礼します。より強化する必要があり
Not a mouse pad.
どうなってるんですか。
ます。うるさいやつだな。もっと小さい
What the hell is going on here?
頼まれて。
私の頼みを聞けないというなら。他の
Why you look like that, boy? You know you.
いいんだぞ
Nah, it's not throwing it all.
奴らはどう思う。
Nah.
Oh
すっごい嫌
no.
なことがあった気がするのよね。なんだろ
What?
よし、5分
Did she
間の
pass
休憩。
out?
休憩終了。作業再開。おい、シンゴ、こっちへ来い。
Yep, you look suspect. He looks more and more suspect to everybody.
Yep.
飲むか。
会の人たちがみんな中庭にいたり、それにじゃないんだけど、なんとなく引っかかるんだよな。
これ俺の制服。
Oh shit. He was like, look, I don't know exactly what happened, but I was hearing some things.
And I don't know what I was hearing, but it didn't sound good.
Yeah, he was like, this is a setup, bro.
Yeah.
This is my uniform. She's like, look, you can go back into the school if you do this. Oh, see.
今から2時間のはずだ。悪いようにはしない
Wow.
Nah, you lying, boy.
Now you are the like what he was before.
Yeah.
Except you're getting it easy.
Yeah. Exactly. Like, hey, look, I'm gonna let you go outside. I'm gonna let you go wander.
Yeah.
You got your uniform.
You're being an asshole to him for him getting outside and not telling you, and now you're about to do the same thing.
Well, I think it was more so of like you were hiding this plan from your friends, but this one is like you're snitching on your friends and trying to get them kicked out. That shit is crazy.
That's even worse.
Yeah, that shit is fucked up. That's a trash like that. I don't want to say he's a trash person, but that's a trash act.
Yeah, it's a trash move.
It's like, damn, dude, like you're supposed to be your friend, but like you're snitching
and you're
on your
getting
friends.
all these rewards for snitching on him.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's dog. That's a dog act.
Yeah. So here's my thing, because like it's funny because you have it's like they're like the extreme feminist, right? Where it's like we want this, but to get this, we're going to abuse the guys.
The men, yeah.
Like they're abusing them. It's not even like, oh, you did something messed up. Let's call your parents, blah, blah. Let's get you expelled or whatever. You're now abusing them. And then on top of that, you have like, you're now setting them up to make them look bad.
To make them look bad, to get them kicked out.
It's like the girls that go to the gym with the cameras to set up cameras to see, oh, if a guy looks at me, then I'm gonna call him a creep on.
Call him out, yeah.
It's like, what? Like, what are we doing right now?
Yeah.
That's what this feels like.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, yeah, these boys did some crazy, ridiculous, outlandish shit. Yes. Punish. But then now you're going to the extreme to try to make them look worse.
And why, I still want to know why the president wants them out so bad. Like what does she hate about men so much?
Yeah.
Like we haven't found that out. We know she hates her dad, but why?
Yeah.
Besides
his sex.
A pedo.
Yeah. Well, we don't know if he's a pedo. We don't know if he's a pedo. We don't know. We don't know if any of the girls that he had are underage. So if they're not, that immediately eliminates that.
True.
He's not like he's peeking on the girls in their,
or
shower
and
stuff
we
like
don't
that.
know. We don't know if those photos were students.
Well, he was talking about, back in '86, but like he was referencing
when he was young.
Yeah. So I'm assuming it's that.
Right.
So I don't think it's a pedophile thing. I think she just has a disdain against men for whatever reason. Like you said, we don't really know what that is.
Right.
But it's so funny, like how you have the over exaggeration, especially with the vice president and everything she does. It's like when she was doing the barbecue stuff, right? And it was spilling on her. It's like, what? She's so ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know this. I don't like the president. I don't like her as a character. I don't like her at all.
Why?
Because she's annoying. Like,
why is she annoying though?
Because we don't know her reasoning.
Yeah, that's the only reason why she's annoying. But I kind of like her character, but I want to know why she's like that.
I even think if I knew the reasoning, it doesn't justify
how extreme she's being.
Yeah. It's like, what is going on?
I want to know why, is it Hannah? Why she loves piss so much.
Yeah.
Why? And did she pass out and now she's going to think that they had sex?
Maybe. I don't know.
Like,
but then
she
even
was
in that,
drooly. She was like,
full
drool.
Yeah. So she definitely passed out. I think she passed out from excitement. You know what I'm saying? Like, because people, like, usually if people's blood pressure gets really high or anything like that, like, if you've seen people that go on, like, those rides and they, like, they just pass out, I think it was something like that, where adrenaline just went crazy, knocked herself out. She woke up and was like, what's going on? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So that could be interesting. Yeah. I wonder, but that's the thing though. It's like the president, she's talking about like, oh, you know, the boys, da da da. It's like, if anybody knew what you guys were doing to these boys.
Yeah. Behind the scenes, you would be kicked out of the school.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's like, it's justified.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
It's so funny.
It's so weird. Because if the tables were turned.
Yeah.
The tables were turned.
Forget it.
They would get gunned down.
Gunned down. For sure.
Gunned down.
For sure.
They'd be like, look, y'all.
But it is an all-girls school, so they're like, we don't want these boys here. So it's like,
we don't want these boys here, so let's lock them up. Let's abuse them. Let's sexually tease them the entire time while we're doing it, right? And then let's set them up to make them look even worse.
yeah.
That's crazy. Like, that is insane because we don't want boys here.
Yep.
What?
Yep. But what happened to them? We need to know what happened to them. Like, I need to know why they're like that.
Like, let me ask you a question. If let's say they were all girls, right? And the girls that are locked up were black. We don't want these black girls here.
It's not the same.
Is it not?
No.
Why is it? Are they different than them?
What do you mean?
The boys are different from the girls, right?
Right. Because
biologically, they can't
have a penis.
They can't change who they are based on how they were born, right?
Right.
So they're being isolated and looked at as evil or bad or whatever.
Of what they did.
What I'm saying is though, is there's a segregation vibe to this. Like,
no, there's
that's
not.
That's what it feels like to me.
No, there's not, because like if you were to do the reference of if there was 4 black girls in there, what did the black girls do? Did they peep on the girls?
What I'm saying.
But that's the reason why they're locked up.
Right. So what I'm saying.
Because they're men.
Right. So but they are because they're men.
Because they peeped and they were taking photos.
Right.
Which is not good.
What I'm saying is though, is the fact that they had this kind of whole system set up for the guys before they even got there. Like, they didn't build the prison after they got there.
But maybe the prison was there for other girls as well. Like, if they did something wrong.
Have you seen any girls?
Or maybe they're not. Maybe they're good girls.
Right. They're all good girls.
Yeah.
Like the council. Like the council, how they're good girls too.
They can't do anything wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Like the council and how they're abusing the guys. Yeah, it's crazy.
Who run the world? Girls.
Lies. But yeah, it's so interesting. Like, at least to me though, like, I think of it like,
it's definitely not a segregation like that. I think it's not the same.
It's not the same,
at
but
all.
To me it feels very similar. It's like, oh, they did something to me in the past, so now I have to look at it.
But they didn't do anything in the past. What do you mean they did something to me in the past?
Okay, so if you're looking at from, like you said, we don't know why the president has this view towards these men like that, right?
Right, so something happened to them in the past, but if you're using like the black girls in there, what did they do in the past to people? Nothing.
Okay, if we look at, like, I know you're not from the U.S., but if you had, like, in, like, U.S. history, right? Like, blacks were looked at as a particular way, right? Hold on. They were looked at as a particular way. And it's not that the majority of white people even had an engagement with black people. They just heard through the grapevine of, oh, well, they're this or they're that, right?
So they looked different.
Well, they looked different, but they were like the less than human. Oh, they're aggressive.
But they never did anything to white people to justify white people doing that to them. Is what I'm saying.
No. What I mean though is some people may have had an incident with a black person, and now all of a sudden,
because they were probably defending themselves.
I think you're missing what I'm saying. People template match. Right? So, give an example. Somebody walks down the street, somebody of the opposite sex robs them, right? What happens now? In the future, anytime that person sees somebody in the opposite sex while they're walking the street, they're now thinking, oh, what if he, right? It's a template match, right? Yeah. So, but then she tells her friends, man, I was walking on the street and this person came up to me,
I agree.
And now they're like, by association with that person, they're like, oh, well, you know, oh
I
shit, that happened
agree.
to such and such. Maybe I should.
But I don't feel like this show has any relevance to that.
I'm not saying that it does. I'm saying it's similar in its approach of these guys are being looked at a particular way based on one person's idea of how evil men are
It was
that we
because of
don't
the
even know.
actions they did.
Well, what I'm
Is
saying,
what got them in this position.
I understand that, but the fact of her trying to go above and beyond to get them out of the school because they're evil and blah blah and men are this da 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 da. How did you get to that?
Right. It's, I mean, dictatorship,
like-
right? It's like, what did Hitler do?
No, but this is what I'm saying though. If you have a guy like, okay, they did this, they are punished for that, but you're not punishing them for that. You're punishing them for being a man in general.
Right.
So something has preceded the first action with her.
With her, yes.
Right. So she's influencing though all of the other girls around her.
Yeah, I know.
Is she not?
Yes.
So
I'm not
it is
disagreeing-
literally-
I'm not disagreeing with you with
No.
that, but I just don't see the relevance to the reference you had.
I mean, that's fine. I'm just saying, like, it's again, it's a template match based on association with somebody else. These other girls, we haven't seen them have any. The disdain for them doesn't seem like a personal thing.
No, it's not. They're doing it because she's telling them to.
Right.
And that's because of who her dad is, probably.
Maybe.
Right? Like, that's what I'm gathering.
Because old girl, she keeps wanting her wants Kyosha to pee in a thing for her, pee on me or blah. Oh, well, you saw me pee. I want to see you pee. Right? This other girl, even though she likes to beat them, it's more of she likes being dominant.
Oh, yeah, she loves it.
Yeah. So it's
She
like,
gets off on it.
for sure. So it's like,
She kind of gets off on a president
for sure.
being wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, no, I don't think it's being wrong. I think she admires her. So she's like, she was trying to make sure that she was correcting
Yeah,
herself.
she swings both ways.
For sure. For
She
sure.
wants the mooch.
For sure. But I think that's the thing though, where it's like, in my head, I'm like, all right, they're just following what the main one to say.
Mm-hmm.
Based off of her own personal experience with them in the past. That sounds like what I was talking about. Is somebody having a bad experience with somebody or somebody from an opposite race, opposite sex, whatever, and then telling their friends about this horrible interaction and saying, oh, that's what they do. Because that's what a lot of people do. People do it with police, people do it with opposite sex, people do it with other races. Oh, such and such did this to me. You know how they are. Like, people do that type of
Yeah,
stuff.
they generalize.
So, and I think that's what is happening. Is like, oh, well, all boys are like this. It's like, well, no, they're not. They're not. But you know what I'm saying?
Maybe all the boy interactions that she's ever had, that's what it's been. Maybe
Right, but then now it comes
Maybe
into
that's
like,
why she hates her dad so much. Maybe he did something to her. Maybe every male interaction she's ever had has just been awful. So
and that could completely be the case.
yeah,
But then that's also a whole other.
can of worms.
That's a whole other can of worms, right? You can't really. Your parent is your parent. You can't really pick your parent. But like the decisions you make in the world also rely on your decision-making skills.
Not necessarily. Like, what if it was a boss? What if she was at work and the
then
boss
what?
treated her wrong and then she left and she's like, now that's another man. Tick, another one's.
But this is what I mean, though, right? Where it's like that an experience of it in and of itself. She looks like it. It seems, at least from what we've seen thus far, is it's more of on a sexualization thing, right? If you look at her versus the other two, obviously the titty chick, she out here.
She loves it.
She loves the attention, right? She's like, oh, I'm doing it. But she's way more reserved. She has
Yeah.
even when she got her skirt pulled down, she had tights on. Like, she's very reserved in that manner. So, yeah, I don't know.
We just went on a massive tangent.
I want to know what her reasoning is. It better be good. Like, it better be really good. It better be really good.
I hope it's just the most ridiculous reasoning ever.
It better be
Because
really
this show
good.
is just ridiculous.
No, for sure.
So I hope it's a ridiculous reason.
For sure. I think that, to me, that's what I mean, though, is like the reason, not it being like a serious reason. What I mean by good is it better match the ridiculousness
Of this show.
of the show.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? Like, because if it's something normal, then it's like, what? Like,
Yeah.
it needs to fit the ridiculousness
I
of the
agree.
show.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Don't tell us what it is, though.
Yeah, please don't tell us.
Don't spoil it.
I don't. But here's the thing: is I don't know if there's. I think Prison School, guys, correct us if we're wrong, but I think Prison School has a manga that is more than the season that is available.
Right.
I think. Let us know if there is, because I'm not sure if there is or not.
Right.
I don't know if it ended when the manga ended, or if there are more chapters that there just hasn't been a new season yet.
Right.
But
because there's only one season. How many episodes?
I want to say 12.
Okay.
I
So
wanna
we're
say
like
12.
halfway.
We're halfway through, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But let us know your guys' thoughts on Prison School so far. How wrong are we? How right are we? Let us know your thoughts without spoiling. This is a super fun show. It's ridiculous.
So ridiculous, but
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it's actually really good. Other than that, we'll catch you guys in the next one.